Man, hey everybody. So I know you haven't seen me since I think last week Thursday, but I wanted to do this video because the universe is a great master. I was feeling some type of way with the experience I was telling you all about with helping this lady, and you know, um, immediately after going through all of that, my poster child for repatriation, she was getting married and she asked me to witness her wedding for her. So Friday morning, early, like before daylight, we had to be downtown to be a part of this wedding. And, on the way to the wedding, I was playing the song by India Ari and this group called Salty Soul called You're My Everything. Hey, thank you, Dawn. So I was just playing music for them because it was so early. I carried my little speaker, my little Bluetooth speaker, and I was just playing music in the car, like really, really nice things. Britain in it, Britain in it. You are at the Exodus house now. Why are you on the live? So I thought I had to do this live morning without saying morning Britain in it. But this lady you see in the chat right now, Britain in it. Hey Will, sorry, Polly. Um, she's at the Exodus house. So I'm telling you how my weekend went. I thought I was gonna do this live without Britain in it. I thought she was relaxing in the master suite, enjoying the sound of the ocean waves. But girl is on live. That tells you that we do have Wi-Fi, we do have internet at the Exodus house. Okay. So I'm telling you all about this. So we went so I was just playing music, but this song, you're my every girl is know you are, and I know you are, so I wanted her to feel so super for her wedding because this girl, she came in December, sent me an email and said, hey Renee, I know you're busy, I know you're in film school, but I think maybe you took a little break because school is on holiday, and if you could just give me a few moments of your time, I'm here in Tanzania. So she came by herself, got herself to her own, out of the airport, got herself to the airport, from the airport, got herself a hotel. And so we met at this restaurant. And, I liked her energy instantly because, she's an educated woman. Has Caribbean background, Caribbean heritage, and we just clicked instantly. And, I said to her, she said she's looking for a house, she's looking for this, she's looking for what, the things that anything that I could offer her. So I said, okay, I have a house that I have been offering to people since I came. People asked me about, they wanted a house to live in. And I offered her this house, and it was owned by my landlord. And so we went over there and she looked at the house, and it's 5 minutes walking to the beach, and she loved the house. And the interesting thing is the house had like old tiles in it, and when she saw the house, they were redoing the tiles. So she got this house with brand new tiles, brand new house. And she said, no, Brittany, stay with me, man. Chaw, where you gone? Me soon come. So yeah, so this girl, her energy was just like, yes, everything. There's a book that I used to use in my years of business development and sales called The Little Golden Book of Yes. Okay. And in the Little Golden Book of Yes, it was more than positive thinking. It was structural language. It was how you wrote things. It was how you receive things. And this girl came, I don't know if she ever read that book, but my energy was tuned to how she received everything I gave her. So she went and she got the house. Yes. She said she needs appliances. I sent her to where I get my appliances. Yes. She said she needed furniture. I sent Dennis to her. Yes. Everything that I could gear her, any questions that she had, and I provided the answer. The answer was yes. And I can't begin to tell you how positive this girl has made her stay here. She went and she got the right kind of documentation that she needed to do her business research. She went and she got the right kind of things. She followed the instructions to the letter. So for me to be a part of that, and then, she found, this wonderful guy, and we've been out with them a couple of times and they're just amazing. So we went, we've gone to dinner, we've gone out, so I've seen them together and I just love them together, and he proposed, gave her an entire Tanzanite ring, honey. Okay. And and when she told me that they wanted to get married, and she asked me if I would witness for her, it was yes. So I was playing this music because I wanted her to feel like this. You're like, you just came to Tanzania in December, okay? And you change your whole entire life around in December. This girl has been investing with other Tanzanians. She has been developing business strategies. She's been developing ideas for how to, tackle this market for repats, for herself, for everyone. She's on it every day, and she was still working full time in the States. So yeah, she was still working by internet, and that's one of the reasons why I have not interviewed her, and I haven't interviewed a lot of the people that are here, because they have other obligations and they're certainly entitled to their privacy. So you won't really see me interviewing my guests unless they say it's okay. Britton Innit is here. I know we had another guest last week that she specifically came to the Exodus house to see me, but she couldn't because I was going through all that other drama. But this is how the week ended. Listen to this story carefully. So I'm playing this song to the wedding. We go to the wedding. Wedding is great. Finished. I'm in the car and I'm like, where could we go now? It's like 8:30 in the morning. I think we deserve to do something. We should go to breakfast. So she suggested this restaurant. We went to the restaurant. Do you know that while we're there having breakfast, the same star that was sitting with India Ari walked into the restaurant, and people were like, oh, we're not going to say anything. We're not going to say anything. And I'm like, give them 20 minutes. Let them talk. And after I felt like they had a good meeting, this is the singer and his party, I went over there and I was like, this is my friend's wedding. And I was playing your song on the way to the church. And his name is Ben. And, when I went over and I started telling him what was going on, he was like, let me get my guitar, let me get my guitar. And, he just walked over. He was so excited, and he came over and he was just, he was just talking about love and congratulations. He forgot to go get the guitar, but then he started to serenade them for their wedding. Honey, that is a big deal. So he took pictures, they took video of the serenade, and they put it on Instagram. And who commented on her video? India Ari. So this girl had India Ari, she had Ben, she had Salty Saul, she had all of this stuff at her little wedding, at her little, just 4 people wedding. And we sat in that restaurant from 8:30 a.m. till 2:30 p.m. just celebrating this union, this this diaspora repat, and her new life and her new beginning and her new Tanzanian husband. And I'm so proud of him. He's a wonderful guy. He's from the Hehe tribe. So she's now Hehe, and the Hehe, those were the guys responsible for chasing out the Germans in the Maji Maji War. So if you know the tribes and if you know the history of Tanzania, so she just married up, honey. She just married into Tanzanian royalty. So I'm just so that's the end of the weekend. So can you imagine going through the week with someone I was trying to help, who wanted to fight me every step of the way, wanted to fight me for a house that's in my name, that I pay the rent on, that I own the lease, and I own the lease until July the 14th. Okay, it's a big, beautiful house, and they wanted the house for themselves, and they didn't want to give me what I was supposed to get. They wanted to go around me and go to the landlord, right? And they wanted to do battle with me. Everything that I offered this woman was no, because when she tried to give me money to participate in the Exodus house, I said no. So everything that I was trying to help her with, she said no. Okay. And then her entire thing went sideways because she didn't have guidance. She didn't have anybody to listen to. And she was in my house. Okay. And this lady, in stark contrast, came. Everything that I said to her, she said yes, 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 yes. And she was just living the top of the life. And look at her. So to me, it was like the ancestors just reminding me that there are great people out there. There are good people out there. There's a lot of positive energy out there. Yes, there is negative energy too. But I need to talk more about the positive, the people who have come, and they are making strides, and they have positive energy, and they're doing positive things. I need to do more about that than talking about the things that go sideways. And the reason why I talk about the things that go sideways is because I want you to come, those of you who are coming and your thinking is not right, I want you to understand that it's not going to be well with you. It's not going to be okay for you. If your thinking isn't right and you're selfish and you're manipulative and you're conniving, I can see it, smell it, taste it, touch it, hear it before you even open your mouth. So the reason why I talk about these things is I'm warning those of you who are coming and think that this is going to be a cakewalk for you because I'm here to help people. You're going to be very disappointed. Okay, that's the reason why I talk about that often, is it's not going to be a cakewalk for people who have messed up minds. But for those of you who do, those of you who have good positive energy, who are looking for the best and looking for happiness, man, you're gonna have the best time, right? Don't worry about these you know okay, hold on, Jackson just sent me a message. Yeah, yeah, so don't worry about like all of this other stuff, right? I'm very good at being diplomatic. I'm very good at keeping things away from me personally. So most of these things that I'm telling you about, they happen far away from me and everything that has to do with me, right? So don't worry about that. I'm not concerned for anything. I'm not concerned for any of that, any energy or whatever. But what I'm saying is, if you come here with positive energy, if you come here with good intentions, and if you can follow instructions, it will be well with you. It will be perfect. Things will go well for you. Uh, Listen, I'm not Tanzanian, but I know what it means to leave your country and come all the way to a place where you don't know anyone. You don't speak the language. Maybe you don't even like the food, but you like the place and you like the energy. I know what that feels like. And so the important thing, yes. Hey, Joy, hold on a second. So, yeah, so the important thing is to stay positive, right? Keep your goals in check. You should have a plan. You should know what you want to do. Don't go from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing to thing to thing. You can explore, but have a plan, have an idea of how you're going to execute what you're going to execute when it is that you find what it is that you want to do. Joyce, yeah, I was thinking of rescheduling the grand opening, but as of today, it's all, it's all steams a go. I'm still, running. Um, I'm still moving everything forward. Um, yeah, the only thing that was concerning to me was, like, I'm a planner. I like to plan. I like to get everything planned down to the T. And last week, every single day, I was doing something other than what I was supposed to do. So this entire week, I'm just going to be pushing and pushing and pushing to make sure that it happens. Because even if not for me, for the men who worked on the project, that they have something to have a sense of accomplishment, that they did this, that they took this house from, from where it was to where it is. And I think it's extremely important that that is recognized, because we came a long way. We came a long way, and it was a lot of work. And I was carrying all of these men and that project and that and all of that work and all of that, you know um just the whole process of bringing it to here. It was very laborious, and I think it's important to to acknowledge where we came from. So the grand opening is going to happen. It don't matter if people don't come, or if there's only 3 people there. It has to happen. So yeah. Okay, Joyce, send me an email. Let me put the email here. I mean, funds always helps, but I'm going to send you the email. I'm not sure where you are, if you're in Tanzania. Okay, so the gardener is outside. Hold on a second. The gardener is outside. I have to get up to let him in. So I'm going to put the email address in the chat, and I'm going to put let me just go ahead and put this here too. But I'm not sure where you are, Joyce. Tell me where you are. Let me see. So this is the Cash App. Let me go let him in. Yeah. So why I wanted to do this was just to reiterate for you, that wedding, we needed the wedding. All right, we all of our energies, we needed the wedding to happen, and it happened. So everything finished with these people on Thursday, and then on Friday is when the wedding happened. And it was that, and we needed it. We needed that positive reinforcement that we were doing the right things, as long as we were doing that with with the right people. We needed the positive, reflection of our work, because if the wedding didn't happen on Friday, I would have felt so salty about my people. I would have felt so salty that I'm doing all of this work and spending all of this money and doing, and trying to make everything suitable for people to repatriate, and then I get kicked on or trampled on, or bitten up in the process. And so having this wedding between this Tanzanian guy and this beautiful repatriate girl who came through me is like, oh, okay, this is confirmation now, Renee. This is confirmation that you're doing the right thing. So that's how the week ended. And then my beautiful Britain in it, she came on Saturday. So every time you see me get on the live, I say, "Hey, Brittany." So it's this lady, her sister Shaza turned her on to me, and then they've been communicating with me, and she came and she brought the lights, and she brought some hammocks, and yeah. So we're gonna be hanging the lights. We're gonna be hanging the hammocks. Today, the electrician should come, and I should get up off my tail and go get ready to go meet him. right? But Joyce, send me an email, right? But I just wanted to share that with you. If you go to my Instagram page, it's Exodus Africa. And on the Instagram page, you're going to see what I'm talking about. And if you click on the guy that you see me at, Bien, this is the last picture with he and I. If you click on anything, right? So, hey, Serena, how are you? Serena, you still can't come? Hold on, let me get off my tail before the gardener goes back home. Let me let him in. Yeah. So yeah, we're you would get to walk outside with me. Let me let him in. Showing you like just, but this is my house. This is my yard. So you can see some tree. I'm gonna show you the tree them. The trees in the yard and stuff. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. You know, beautiful place. It's not the Exodus house, but it's my joint. Morning, Shelby. No problem. Ah. Hey, for those morning. Thank you. Yes. So take you on a little walk in the yard. Right? That's the house. But yeah, I lived in the same place since the time I left the hotel. But you know, trying to get my little garden going. I had some plants here. But in the heat, when the heat let me see, can you see the flowers? Yeah. When the heat when it got hot, when it became summer in the yard again. But yeah, I know some people say, you need to do more things outdoors. It looks like you're in some kind of European hotel. So let people see the beauty, lushful things of Africa. So there you go. So you see some green, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and get myself ready for the day. But that's it. Yeah, man. I need to do more on the people that are here, the people who have repatriated and they're living their best life, you know. Um that's what I need to do. I need to talk some more on. So I'm so proud of this girl, proud of how her wedding turned out. She had the best wedding. How we couldn't afford no India Ari. We couldn't afford no Bien. We couldn't afford no Salty Soul, but they were there. Now her wedding is an international sensation. So that's amazing. Thank you, Don. Yeah, so this yard is big enough, like I could do my walking. So I walk around the house after I send Jojo off to school. That's how I try to squeeze my exercise in. And then the day begins to go from there. But yeah. So if you're coming, Exodus Africa. It's Exodus Africa. XODUS, or is it EX? Okay, I'll write. I don't know my Instagram because I'm hardly there. But not because I don't really post there means that I don't see things once in a while when I go there to look. for people, right? Um, no, Don, like it's for people. It's for the diaspora. It's for Tanzanians. It's for people who are coming to check out Tanzania. It's not just for repatriates. So um, Britain in it is their right there to explore. Okay, so it's not, you don't have to be moving back for transitional housing. No, it's for people who want to come and see and relax and enjoy the place as well. Let me see. Okay. Yes, Serena, you can go ahead and book a few nights at the Exodus House. I know you're coming from I think Mwanza. Um so please come through. Come through. Um come through. We'd love to have you. We'd love to see you. And yeah, so it's for people who are coming, they're traveling, but the only restriction I have is like I don't it's not for Mzungus. It's not for it's only for African descendants, and that has like no hate or shade behind it. But I really genuinely believe that we need a place that is just us. That we don't see them and they don't trigger us, or they don't put ideas in our heads, or make us think or feel some type of way when we see service staff climbing over you to get to them. you know I just feel like we need a place that's just us, that we can talk and be amongst ourselves with ourselves. There's no shade behind it. I don't, like, I'm not one of those people. Anybody can tell you that if I see white people out there, I'm like, welcome to Africa. I don't have any whatchamacallit, any animosity towards them being here. I think anybody with some sense is supposed to be in Africa. So I have no problems with them being here. The reason why is because if they weren't here, these Africans would have starved to death waiting for us to wake up and come back to Africa. So they have already been traveling here. They've already been coming here. They've already been spending here. They've been investing in here. They're having children here. They're raising children here. They're getting married here. They're inheriting life here. Meanwhile, we're somewhere out there playing games. So I'm not mad at them, but they just can't be at my house. That's all. You know, they just can't be at my house. They could be anywhere else in Africa they want to be, but they can't be at my house. Oh, Will, you get more than invitation. Move yourself. Let's see. Okay, Don says, I'll check it out. We want to find our place on the continent. I like Tanzania. He is looking at the Gambia. There's a video here, Don, that I made, that why I chose Tanzania. And aside from just economic incentive, when I say incentive, meaning you're coming from the West, and there are certain developments that you're accustomed to, water being one of them, roads being one of them, electricity being one of them. Infrastructure dictates how much business you can do. If you're not living in a country that has appropriate infrastructure, then you are not going to be able to expand yourself as you should. You're not going to be able to grow as well. So internet is important, electricity is important, roads are important, water is important, shipping is important, logistics are important. And whereas Tanzania is concerned, Tanzania, for Renee, answers those questions. Maybe for someone else in another industry, the Gambia can answer those questions well. But for Renee, who is involved with a lot of different types of businesses and internet, that I'm in a place that has those questions already answered. And in Tanzania, those questions are answered very well. And they're only going from strength to strength. They're only trying to improve themselves. Yes, the roads aren't perfect, but in comparison to other places, they're great. Yes, the power issues, light goes away. Sometimes but in comparison to other places, they're doing great. So, I would say that and as far as a good place to raise children, to me, Tanzania wins hands down. So I'm really impressed with the country. I've been here since July of 2020. This is now June of 2021, so almost a year, 11 months. And I'm impressed with the people. I'm impressed with the country. I'm impressed with their behavior, just the way how they manage to do things, the way they speak, the way just that they try to work to make everything happen. Nobody's slacking from the poorest to the wealthiest. Everybody's on their game. And I just like to take a sit back and learn. I'm a student in this environment. I don't come here with like, I know this and I know that, even though I very well can, but I won't and I don't. I humble myself and let them educate me, let them teach me, let them show me, even in a situation where there is an opposition of opinion. I'm never going to tell you I'm right. I'm never going to tell you that in America they do it this way. I'll never tell you that. What I will say is explain it to me. What I will say is I thought I knew the law, or I thought them explain their position, or I thought I understood this way. But I'll never say I know this, I know that, and this is that, blah 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 blah. I'll never do that. Even when I know I'm right and I have the facts and I have the truth and I have the information, I won't do that, because there's always something to learn in that. If you come and think you know everything, you'll miss the opportunity to learn something new. If you think you know all there is to know, then you're going to miss the things you don't know. So for me, I'm a student of everyone here. I'm the one. I'm the Jamaican in Tanzania. So everything I do will be strange. And so everything they do, I'm going to have to be comfortable with it. So I can't put myself in a position where I go, if I'm the stranger. I'm the stranger. This is their country. I am the Muzungu. I'm the stranger here. I am not here to teach anybody. I'm here to learn from them how to be, how to do. Their entire civilization is more superior than anywhere I've ever been and anywhere that I think I'll ever go. Okay? Their culture as far concerning marriage, their culture concerning child raising, their culture concerning relationships, ethics, morals. They have things in their culture that answer that. We in the West have nothing that speaks to that. We're not taught anything. We're ignorant to everything. So how do we come here and act like we know something when we don't? We don't know a damn thing. My head is empty. It's empty. I need to learn. Even if I have I'm right, I want to learn. Maybe I don't know something. Maybe there's something that I don't know that you can teach me. So I always take that position where maybe you can teach me something that I don't understand, because I'm not understanding it. I never use the words I am right and this is how they do it, blah 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 blah. This is Africa, and not only Africa, it's Tanzania. They can do anything they want to do. But if you take the position of humility, and as the student and as the child, I guarantee that will open so many doors. And it's opened a lot of doors for me, because people will look at you and make assumptions that, oh, this woman is arrogant, this person, they know everything, they do this, they do that. They have the assumptions, but when they speak to you and they see that you're here to learn and here to be educated in this experience, whatever the experience is, you want to be educated, then you will see how they behave to you. 90% of the battles that you will encounter here are all based on perception. 90% of your problems or the issues you will have here is based on perception, how they perceive you. You do not speak their language. You do not understand their customs. You do not understand their culture, but you want to be right. You want to be the foreigner in their country, but somehow you want to be right. Yeah, and you have to remove all of that. I'm a strange person, in a strange land. I'm here so that I can learn from them, right? That's how you have to put your mind, right? Yes, you have to be a student. Thank you, Dawn. She said the lights go off in California. Right. The lights just went off in the house too. But you're gonna have to you have to be a student. You have to be a student of life, not just here in Tanzania, but anywhere. Anywhere, and be comfortable in being uncomfortable. You don't speak the language? Okay. That for somebody else that could be crazy. But for me, I speak no language in no Jordan. I speak no language in no China. I didn't speak the language, but I understand human language, and I understand body language, and I understand emotional aptitude. So you have to have those things to navigate yourself out of any circumstances. Any of y'all who ever been in a vehicle with me, that the police stopped me, and you see how it goes down when the police stops Renee. Okay, my experience is completely different than somebody who is driving somewhere and the police stop. Why you stop me? Your experience riding around in the car with me, you'll never see me make a video that I've had a bad experience and this happened to me, blah blah blah. No, I happened to it first. I happened to it in a positive way first. So now these police up and down Bahari Beach, Bezi Beach, they are now familiar with me because 1, 2, or 3 of them have already stopped me, and they go back and they talk to each other. What happens when you stop the car with Renee in it? So I'm not gonna yell or scream or do anything else. I do something completely different and unexpected, and so my experience is not going to be that of other people who, oh, the police just want to be bribed, the police just want to be this, the police just want to be that. My experience is completely different. I'm not saying that something will never happen to me and one day somebody isn't going to try to piss in my coffee, but for me, my attitude is positive all the way through. When something happens, don't go, well, they got me now, and well, you have to learn how to, yes. Thank you, Sonal. Hey, baby, I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Temu. Thank you, Temu. Temu, yes. So it's a positive vibe that you have to carry with you everywhere you go, because the devil is out there trying to take it from you, right? The devil is out there trying to ruin your day. Maybe you're going somewhere and you're trying to do something positive with your life, or you have something important to put into someone else's life, and the devil is just like, well, let's try to figure out how we can make that not happen for her, and you just have to roll out of it. You have to know how to roll out of it. Like, okay, I see what this is. Let me roll out of it. I see what it is. Let me use positive energy on it, right? So in all of your dealings, in all of the issues that you have experiences with, you have to know how to be positive, somebody ruins your day. You don't know what kind of they've been having. Don't let them ruin your day. Brighten their day. Like, hey, how you doing? You know, brighten their day. They come like, ah, I know that's not how you are. You know, you have to try to find ways to navigate people. And if you don't know how to do that, you're gonna have a tough and rough life. You're gonna have a tough and rough experience, and you have to train your brain to look past the person and look at the energy. Okay, maybe because we're not all perfect people, and we're not always on. So if I'm not always on, and you're not always on, right, the likelihood of me being on and you being off is very high. So if I know you're off, I'm going to turn your switch on because I'm on. And if I'm off, I need somebody to turn me on. I need somebody to bring me there. And if we're both off at the same time, God, one of us has got to pull the switch to bring us to a level of positivity. And if it's not you, it's going to be me. If I follow you, we're all going to go to hell in a handbasket. So today I'm going to have to be the one to be like, hey man, come on, that's not how we do it. Let's do it like this. Why not do it this way? Right? So you're going to have to find that way of learning how to maneuver and navigate through this life, because it's filled with obstacles and it's filled with challenges. No matter where you go, if you choose to stay in America, you're going to have to navigate probably 10 times more. You're going to be exhausted just trying to jump through them hoops, right? But if you are looking to go out into the world, to the Congo, to South Africa, to Zaire, to Niger, wherever it is that you choose to go to, out in the world, you're going to have to know how to navigate. You need people skills, right? People skills, and reading body language, and paying close attention to people and their needs, not just your needs, their needs. Because I guarantee you, if you help someone meet their need, they will 110% try to make you meet your need, right? So that's what I got for you today. Um, go to the hey Shante, go to the what do you call it? Go to the Instagram. For so those of you who are on Instagram, go to the Instagram and you'll see the wedding I'm talking about. It was fantastic. But I personally would not post that person. I won't put anything that I'm doing. Sometimes you don't see me making a video. It's because I'm around people who are here, and I want to protect their privacy, right? I want to make sure that even though I'm a film person, I'm in front of the camera all the time, I want to make sure that people who are around me aren't exposed just because they're around me, right? So I will rather do a video at my house, from my front porch, than do a video at the Exodus house when I know people are walking by and things like that, right? So that's why sometimes you don't see me making a video. Maybe I'm in the car for a long time with a family, but I will never like put someone else unless they would like to, or unless they ask me to. Hey Angel, morning. Okay, so I need to hightail it up on out of here, to the Exodus house, so that I can get some things done, and then I'm running around on the street all day. But y'all have my email address, exodusafrica1@gmail.com. Let me put it back here because I know a lot of people, um, are new to the channel sometimes. So you can always email me, um, ask me questions, but stay positive. Stay positive. No matter what the situation is, stay positive. Stay positive and be confident in being positive. All right, be confident in the power of the positive energy. Right. So big up to my friend who got married. Welcome to Tanzania. Welcome to the Hey Hey tribe, girl. You've been done married up. You've been done come all the way to Tanzania, married into Tanzanian royalty. Yes, forget coming to America, honey. It's about coming to Africa. Yes, so you single ladies, come with your act right and you'll find some really nice men here. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you, Tanika. Happy Grand Rising, y'all. Okay, love you. Bye bye.